In earlier sections, we saw how quickly the percentage of putts made falls off exponentially around the hole. Well, when we get back to 40, 50, 60 feet, the numbers of making putts, the percentages are so minuscule that is not our goal. Our goal is to get these putts inside 3 feet, which we know will make the next one. A few years ago, Dave Pelz gave me this awesome drill that has become the mainstay, the foundation for my lag putting. It's the 40, 50, 60 drill where I have to hit 3 putts from each location all inside that 3-foot circle and then finish with a 10th ball from 50 feet. When I first was given this, I said nobody has ever done this. But as I used it and practiced it more and more, my touch got better and I was able to do it. In fact, I won the 2006 Masters 2 months after getting this drill from Dave. Now, before I start though, I need to share with you technically what we're doing because there are 2 variables in lag putting. One of them is the backstroke length. How far back do we swing? And the second is how much effort, how much energy do we use going forward? We need to take one of those variables out and make it a constant so that we only are adjusting one. We have to keep the amount of energy that we use going forward the same, and that is as much as we can. We want to swing forward as much as we can, as hard as we can, without increasing grip pressure, obviously. But that will allow us to have only the backstroke be the variable. So on this 50-foot putt, I'm going to try to go through as hard as I can, and I'll vary only the backstroke. So you see the finish was aggressive through the ball, and I hit that ball too hard. So I would have to start over and go back to a new ball. But I'm going to make a shorter backstroke with the same amount of energy going forward, and now the ball went into the 3-foot circle. Now what this is doing is building a reference for the golf course. When I get out on the course and I have a putt of 50 feet, I now have a reference. That's why I also do it uphill and downhill, because when we get out on the course, we need to have something to refer back to from our practice to help us get these putts close. So let's say I got all 3 of them in, the second 2 went in. In fact, one of them got in the hole. Then I move up to 40 feet. The energy level going forward is the same, just as hard as I possibly can, but I shorten the backstroke. Now, I'm not trying to make this. I'm trying to just get it to creep into that 3-foot circle, and it got just past those tees. I put those tees there as a visual reference for me to know if the ball got into the circle. Now, 40 feet isn't so tough, not nearly as tough as 60 feet. So I'll move all the way back here now. I'm going to have to use a little bit more backstroke, obviously, but the same effort level. So the only variable is how far back I stroke. It's important to know that downhill putts are 3-putted 3 times more often than uphill putts. So let's spend a little bit more time refining our feel and our touch on the lag drill downhill. Now again, this is building a reference for me when I get out on the golf course. I now have a feel of what a 60-foot stroke feels like. And by eliminating one of the variables, which is how hard should I go through the ball, and making it a constant, all I have to do is adjust the backstroke. And because those got in, I would just finish up here now on the 50-footer. I would drop the 10th ball. And that would also be another way where I would work on pressure, because this would be my last putt. I would want desperately to get this one in so I didn't have to start all over again. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking practice strokes using that 50-foot reference that I had earlier. Obviously, I'm going through as hard as I can, using the same speed, the same constant speed going through. But I'm trying to find now at what point was that backstroke that I found that allowed me to get these 50-foot putts close. Oh yeah, it was about there.